Hey there, my name is Gary Boomershine, founder and CEO of RealEstateInvestor.com and REIvault, and super excited that you're checking us out. REIvault is the largest sales and marketing agency specifically for real estate investors and agents in the real estate niche. And what makes us super unique is that we're able to manage all of your direct mail and do all of your direct mail done for you, as well as a fully integrated follow-up drip system. What that means is no sellers are ever left behind. And I know as a real estate investor or agent, you've heard over and over again, all of the money is in the follow-up, and we're really good at it. So text messages and voicemail broadcasts and long-term emails with the right words at the right time to sellers. We're really good at that. And then lastly, a fully trained and managed phone team. We call these sales ninjas. It's an inside sales team that will do nothing but work and follow up on your leads to screen, qualify, determine motivation, and schedule an appointment for either you or your sales acquisition team. So that's what REIvault does. We've been doing it for a long time. We've got over 250 members across the United States, some extremely experienced investors and agents. We've been an Inc. 500 fastest growing company for 3 years, and we've got a very mature management team from companies like Accenture. We've got on the management team over 22 years at Accenture, which is the largest technology and management consulting firm in the world, doing exactly this except for very large companies. In fact, myself, I came out of the technology space. I'm a full-time real estate investor and lender today. So you've got a very good team. Plus, the technology team that's doing the work behind this was from one of the largest hedge funds in the United States. It bought over 30,000 houses, went public, and now part of Colony. So we are the equivalent of about you tapping into a 40-person sales and marketing team that's managed for you for the cost of one VA. So let me just show you real quickly in a nutshell how this works, a quick little demo. All right, when you become a member of REIvault, we give you and install a pretty advanced system for tracking all of your leads. So whether you're doing the direct mail or you're having us do all the direct mail for you, or a combination of both, as well as all of your sales and marketing channels. If you're doing Facebook ads or pay-per-click, you can drive all those into this system where we'll manage all the follow-up and the phone team for you. So I'm not going to get into too much detail here. You can always check us out, and I'll tell you where to go and check us out at the very end of this short video. But we've got seller leads. This is where all of the leads come into, and I'm going to walk through that today. But also tracking your deals and all your metrics, and what's going on with your direct mail and campaigns, etc. I'm going to go into seller leads. This is part of our system. We give it to you. It's really for you and your sales team. This is an example lead. Mark Smith came in. He came from direct mail. In fact, we can actually see exactly what type of direct mail, what campaign he came from. His phone number, notice this says new lead. So this is really the status or the stage of the lead, really the progression of a lead. It might come in, it might have been a hang-up where the seller actually did not leave a voicemail. Maybe they left a voicemail, or maybe they talked to somebody live, which we could have an inbound phone team for you if you need that. Or maybe you're using Pat Live or somebody that we provide for you. Once it goes to qualified, this means the phone team either qualified it or then scheduled an appointment for you to actually meet with the seller directly, and all the way through contract signed or a listing signed or realtor referred, etc., etc. What I want to show you real quickly is the power of our automation. Remember, we can manage all the direct mail, but also the follow-up. And so let's say this was a hang-up, and this would be automatic. So if a lead came in and we did the marketing for you, we would know that it was a hang-up from the seller. And what happens is, automatically behind the scenes, we will launch a 2 to 3 year follow-up drip system, and you'll notice it happened right here. This is automatic. So there's the campaign. This is a hang-up campaign for the next 2.5 years. On this one, there's 31 different sequences, and this is the first one. So text messages, possibly voicemail broadcasts, and also pushing over to our phone team so that they're going to actually call the seller on a specific script that I'm going to show you in just a second. So we'll give this system just a second. What you're going to notice is it says Sales Ninja Action, And automatically, in just a second, this will automatically be pushed to the phone team, which means the phone team is now ready to pick up the phone and call that seller quickly. Great, and there it just happened. You see that it just got pushed to the Sales Ninja phone team. I'm going to show you the script that our trained Sales Ninja phone team use, which is pretty cool. And this is also available for your team. This is an advanced piece of technology that we built specifically for inside sales agents. So I'm going to click on this link right inside of Podio. This is what the phone team sees. And this is a condition-based script, which means exactly what the lead processor or inside sales agent should say. So this was a hang up, and when they get on the phone with the seller, they're going to say, hello, we missed a call from you. Were you possibly calling about a note you received in the mail or a property you were considering to sell? And we give them the caller details. So exactly what they called, the campaign, how long they lasted. The seller was listening to this call message for 128 seconds. And this is really important for building rapport, because we have found as a group that sometimes calling hangups, the seller will say they didn't call. So it just allows us to break the ice and keep the conversation moving forward. Then, do you have 5 minutes? So I can ask a few questions about the property, like the condition. I'll then pass this on to a buying specialist who will be able to call you back with an offer to purchase. And then, depending upon what the seller says, if they say yes, then we'll immediately go down, do you have a property for sale? And if they say no, notice it says, okay, when would be a good time to call you back? Possibly later today, tonight, or tomorrow, with a specific follow-up date and time, so that our phone team or you can actually make sure that a task is scheduled so it's a no seller left behind. We're really, really good at not just doing the direct mail, but also the follow-up, as well as a trained phone team to screen, qualify, and set appointments for you or your team. All right, I'm not going to go into a lot more detail, but this has been time tested. It's pretty awesome. You'll love it, and I'll give you a link so you can actually see this for yourself at the end of the video. Do you have a property for sale? Yes. Notice it says, great, can we start with confirming the owner name and property address? This is all pre-populated from Podio, from our system, so that our sales ninjas are sharp as a tack and come across as extremely knowledgeable and friendly. And that's super important, because remember, these deals are worth $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 in profit. We want a really good phone team that works these leads on your behalf. So in order for us to make sure we reach you about an offer, what's your cell phone and or preferable phone number? And then we'll also try to get the email address. And then lastly, is the property currently listed with an agent? And if they say one answer, it goes down one path. If they give a different answer, a different path. So you'll notice if it's not listed, our sales ninjas will go right into an icebreaker. Can I ask you a few questions about the property? They'll say, how long have you owned the property? Is it occupied or vacant? What's their turnaround time for selling? And they will really work to start getting motivation and price. And lastly, scheduling you an appointment. You can check this out in a few minutes. One of the other things that is very unique about REIvault, and you'll love this if you're a CEO, is our ability to provide a CEO meaningful metrics about the business. So we had this built a couple years ago based on feedback. This is a CEO sales and marketing deal dashboard, giving you all the metrics at your fingertips. And we typically provide this to you on a monthly basis. We can provide it more often if you'd like. But let's just take a quick second to see the power of what we're providing here. Key metrics. So we're going to show you your overall response rate, and then leads per contract and leads per deal. Super important numbers. So how many leads are coming in per contract that you get signed, and then the number of leads for each deal that you close, as well as profit. So if you're tracking profit in our system that we provide you, we'll be able to see the profit per deal net and gross. And then meaningful numbers like the cost per call, or the cost per lead, or the cost per viable lead, which means if you're doing marketing, how many of these leads, what is the cost per a lead that comes in with the seller saying, yes, they have a property to sell. And then cost per qualified by sales, that's by a salesperson that's qualifying and scheduling the appointment. And then cost per signed contract and cost per deal. This is a very important number for most of us, especially CEOs, is what is my cost of marketing per deal? Then we have the ability of giving you a summary by month. So every month, by month, we're able to show you the number of pieces mailed. This is marketing. The number of dollars spent, the overall response rate by month, the number of calls, the number of unique calls, hang-ups, voicemail received, live calls, leads turning into viable leads, turning into qualified leads, appointments scheduled, converted deals, etc. And all the metrics that you could possibly have so you can really know how your business and how your marketing and your sales function is working. And then we're able to do it at a more granular level by the specific campaign. REIvault has multiple campaigns that we do on your behalf, and we've got proprietary marketing, certain types of mailing lists like our invisible list or our shipwreck list that most people cannot get access to on their own. So, and we also give you semi-exclusivity because we don't want multiple investors or agents competing with one another in any one market. All right, so there's a lot more here, but I wanted to just give you a quick flavor of REIvault. It's the equivalent of tapping into a 40-person professional team doing all this for you for the cost of one VA. And if you're interested in finding out more, we'd love to chat with you. You can go out to REIvault/qualify or join REIvault.com. And I'll provide you a few links and a few additional places to go for more information about us. And we'd love to chat with you.